Alright guys, came across this little bit of a gem here on Marketplace. I know most people may not think it's a gem or nothing like that, but not too often well, in Canada here you come across this. So it's an L31 350 5.7 liter Vortec small block Chevy. The guy, here's the ad there. So the guy is from a 96 K1500, was running when pulled. With 220K on it, was going to rebuild it up. I sold the car, it was for. So this has 906 Vortec heads on it, which are, get out my little book here. So 906s are pretty good heads. They're 64cc combustion chamber, 170cc intake port, and they got 194/15 valves. And the other offshore to that head would be a, well, let me get the casting number. So the full casting number for the 906 is 102-39906. So the offshore to that would be 12558062, other words 062 heads. And those are the same heads as the Vortex. The 062s are 1998 350, and this one here is 1996 up to the year 2000 generation small block. One piece rear main seal in these, and I think they were supposed to have a ZZ4 roller cam in them. And these engines mostly came in 2 or 4 bolt main truck motors. So the guy didn't have a block casting number in this, so I looked it up in my book just to see if I could trace it down to what, because he's got the year 1996, so what I came close to was the block casting number should be 102-43880, which is a 350 block. Like I said, 1995 to 2000, 2 or 4 bolt main truck Vortec. So I'm pretty sure that's what that block is. The casting number should be. But anyways, not too bad of a little package here. He's got it up for 400 bucks. Definitely a good motor to rebuild, and you know, it'd be perfect in my car because my 305s, it's a center bolt head 305, so I mean that would just, you know, slip right in there. You know, you could guise the motor as a 305 if you wanted to. Make an LT. This would be a good one to make an LT1 out of, or something like that, like a carbureted modern style LT1. Good 300, 350, 400 horse or something like that, you know. But yeah, like, I mean, 400 bucks, not too bad really. Obviously needs a rebuild. That's the casting number to the cylinder head, which I just labeled here, so it's too bad I don't got 400 bucks to pick that up with. Just add another one to the collection here. Yeah, so like I was saying, guys, a few other interesting things about this engine is GM pretty well used this block, the 880 block, as a platform to build other crate motors with. So some of the motors you would get would be, if you're going through the GM Performance Parts catalog, you get a 350 Ramjet was based out of this motor here, and also a lot of the ZZ motors, the 350 Ramjet, 350 HO, and yeah, the ZZ motors were based out of the 880 block casting number. So it should have a 3.48 stroke crank in it with 5.7 rods. So I mean, it's a good, for 400 bucks, not really a bad deal. I mean, you got the Vortec heads, you got the good roller block, roller cam, one piece rear main seal, and possible 2 or 4 bolt main. You'd hope for a 4 bolt main, but regardless, either way, pretty good outfit for 400 bucks. I mean, everybody's getting LS motors these days, so I mean, this would be something here, would be a kind of a good snag if you wanted just to build something different. This is, like I said, this would be a great motor for my Monte Carlo if I were to build like a, like I said, 350 LT1 or something for it. Lots you could do with this thing for sure. You could, I mean, you got the good heads on it too. Like I said, Vortec heads. 64cc chambers on them. You could do a little bit of port work to them, open them up a bit, put a bigger cam in it, do the springs, and you could, what else? You just endless what you could do, really. Yeah, just open the heads up to maybe 202, 160, and then, yeah, I figured you'd have a nice little package there if you put the right money into the right areas in this engine. You could probably easily get, like, I mean, you could make any kind of power, really. I mean, easily get 400 horse out of it or something, whatever you wanted, really, but just depends how much money you want to spend. But if you were to do like a budget 300 horse or something like that, I mean, that'd be good enough for me. Yeah, I think that's pretty well it. I think I got everything on this thing. Alright guys, just literally after I got that small block done, the video anyways, this this intake came up and I couldn't believe it. It's a GM Performance Parts Small Block Chevy Vortec intake manifold, so it would fit that 350 because it's got Vortec heads. It's a dual plane intake manifold for Vortec headed small blocks. And it's got has dual carburetor mounting patterns for square bore quadrajet or Holley 4150 style carb. Has a provision for the EGR. Has a block off plate to include. All threads and holes in great shape. GM part number 124-96820. And he wants $250 for it. Not too bad, really. I mean, you know what? If you buy an intake brand new, you'd be into that price range for sure. This is a GM Performance Parts one, so I mean, it would probably cost you more than that right now. So, yeah, not bad. I just thought I'd do a video on this quick because, I mean, isn't this always the way Marketplace is? You look at one thing and then like a whole slew of parts just kind of come up. So not bad, really, if you think about it. So if you were able to score a small block for $400, like the 350, and then here's your intake right here, so you can pick that up for another $250, give or take. See if he'll budge on the price. Maybe $200, I don't know. But yeah, like, I mean, I feel like you could majority you get a lot of your parts used off of Marketplace. As long as everything's okay on this intake. I mean, it looks like it's not bad. Looks like it may have been sandblasted and just resprayed or something like that. But yeah, I just thought I'd do this video quick. Alright guys, thanks. Catch you later.